God is still seeking a body. There is a cry in the heart of God that many believers have not yet understood. God is still seeking a body. Heaven is searching for men and women through whom the will of God can find expression on the earth. Hebrews chapter 10 verses 5 to 7 declares, "A body you have prepared for me." God has always desired vessels through whom he can speak, move, heal, deliver, warn, teach, save, and reveal his glory. In Isaiah 63, the Lord said, "I looked, but there was no one to help." In Ezekiel 22 verse 30, God said, "I sought for a man among them who would stand in the gap before me on behalf of the land, but I found no one." Imagine that. God was searching for a body. God was searching for a voice. God was searching for an intercessor. God was searching for someone through whom his power, mercy, justice, and salvation could flow into a dying generation. This is why God called Jeremiah and told him in Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 7, "Do not say, 'I am a youth.' Whatever I command you, you shall speak." God does not look for perfect people. He looks for yielded vessels. God called Cyrus his anointed in Isaiah 45 verse 1, because God can take hold of one surrendered life and subdue nations through that person. In Jeremiah 51, God said, "You are my battle axe and weapons of war." What a terrifying and glorious statement. A human being becoming a weapon in the hand of God. Why does God seek a body? 1. For worship. Romans 12 says we should present our bodies as living sacrifices unto God. God seeks worshipers who will worship him in spirit and in truth, according to John chapter 4 verse 24. 2. God seeks bodies for service. Men and women who will pour out their lives like Apostle Paul in Philippians 2 and 2 Timothy chapter 4. 3. God seeks intercessors who will stand in the gap through prayer. Romans 8 verse 26 says the Spirit helps our infirmities in prayer. James 5 verse 16 says the effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man avails much. 4. God seeks soul winners. Daniel 12 verse 3 says those who turn many to righteousness shall shine like the stars forever. Proverbs 11 verse 30 says he who wins souls is wise. 5. God seeks teachers and carriers of truth because Hosea 4 verse 6 says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." 6. God seeks prophetic voices who will speak his counsel faithfully. Jesus said in John 12 verses 49 and 50, "I have not spoken on my own authority, but the Father who sent me gave me a command what I should say." 7. God seeks deliverers. Isaiah 61 says, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me because he has anointed me." Acts 10 verse 38 says Jesus went about doing good and healing all oppressed by the devil. 8. God seeks vessels of comfort and restoration. Isaiah 40 says, "Comfort, yes, comfort my people." But there is danger in refusing God. Ezekiel chapter 3 says if you refuse to warn the wicked, their blood will be required from your hands. So how do you become a body God can use? Through prayer and fasting, through sanctification, through consecration, through separation from sin and friendship with the world, through obedience, humility, faithful service, diligence, consistency, and spiritual growth. 2 Timothy 2 verse 21 says if a man purges himself, he shall become a vessel unto honor, sanctified and useful for the master, prepared for every good work. Beloved, many are called, but few are chosen. The question is not whether God is calling. The question is whether he can find a body in you. Will you respond? With love and grace. Lady Mary Ewere. Wells of Solace Global.